Hi, hello. So nice to see you. How are you? It's been a while. How are your holidays? And thank you. Well, we'll see. My goal for the new year was to practice people. So I have my reference somewhere here. So we'll see what happens. And let's see. My my Christmas was good. I mean, it's just my husband, my kids, and I, so it's pretty calm, pretty predictable, which is good. No drama, just being together. I just put on a new screen protector, the ones that feel like paper. That's what I had on initially, but I'd had it on for like the last year. So I'm getting used to like how much pressure to use and stuff because it's not registering the same. So bear with me as I figure out how to paint again. It's also been a while. It's been a minute since I've painted, like digitally. I did do some watercolor paintings. Was it yesterday or the day before? I can't remember. I think it was the day before. I did this and this and this one. Yellow is the theme because yellow is my least favorite color. And I was like, you know what? It's time for you to confront the dislike. Oops. Oh, thank you. Hi, Alicia. How are you? Hello. Thanks for joining. Thanks so much, Edible Necklace. I hope you've been doing well. I am probably doing this like all backwards in terms of like color and stuff. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. This is very much me experimenting and playing. So just know, hopefully in time this will get better, but I'm just gonna try out some different techniques and methods that I don't normally use. I'm good, not yet awake. Oh, sorry, I'm dyslexic. Not awake yet. There we go. I have unfortunately been awake for several hours now. Same here. I'm good. Holidays have been... Oh, sorry, I can't... I'm struggling today. Holidays were lovely. Good. But sad to be back at work. Right. Have you been working on your book? I think I saw a short about it. Yes, I have been. My goal is to have it published this year, so I have a couple more scenes that I've decided need to be added. I think to make like the whole thing come together. So I've been working on that. So yeah, I've been enjoying doing that. Still like the resistance is still there. Like the struggle to actually make myself sit down is real, but it's not for like dislike of the project. It's more just like, you know, all the things like that I start worrying about. I'm sure you get it. We all experience resistance when it comes to art and creativity and stuff. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. The support means a lot. It's very, very like nerve-wracking. Like, okay. It's like, you know, I've gotten used to, I mean, not entirely, but right, like I've built up some sort of, I don't know, tolerance for sharing my artwork. But it's different showing a different type of artwork you've not done before. Like I know what kind of, you know, I am very intimately aware of like where my skills need improvement in my painting, but writing a book is like totally new to me. And so I'm just bracing myself because I don't know what kind of criticism or feedback I'll be getting. But that's fine. It's fine. I'll survive. I also need maybe this. I think we need some shapes in the background. Just something different. Yes, I definitely get a lot of resistance with the writing. I think because it's such a large project, I think I get really in my head about like what, you know, the perfectionism, which I know better, right? I've worked a lot on it with my artwork, letting it go, but I don't have as much practice letting it go with my writing. So it's it'll be good practice for me. Definitely good practice. Okay, I am undo. I need to start changing up the shapes of my trees. It's okay, they're allowed to be different. I also think like given the perspective, these trees are going to be significantly taller, so I also need to just like continue to just paint these all the way up. No, don't erase. Don't do that. Hi, hello Tarana, how are you? Hello, hello. Oh my god, I'm getting people mixed up. Tarana, yes. Nina, hello. I am sorry. I am I've been away for a while. My god. Names, 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 names. I feel like hiding under a rock. I feel like that'd be easier than life. I still don't feel like this tree is tall enough. Life is good, that's good. I don't know how I got that confused, but for a moment there, my brain just short-circuited, and I do apologize. I'm just gonna erase some of this background. I'm really hating it, so. Oh, I'm so good. I'm good. I'm reading. You said life's good, and I was going to say, I'm so glad that life is good. And now I'm going to start painting on a separate layer because I've been painting on the same layer. For those of you who know, I've been doing like oil painting. So you do it all on one layer. So now I'm out of practice with multiple layers. And And so I'm painting this all on one, but I'm like, wait, I need to erase or I need to fix this, and I can't because I have it all on one layer. I'll get there. I'll get there. I'll just combine those though, since they're basically the same thing. I'm gonna get down some base colors for her, move away from the background since I'm clearly driving myself insane. I think I'm gonna do her hair silver. I'll put down dark gray to start, and we'll go from there. Am I on a different layer? I am. That's relieving. Oh, thank you. I want it to feel like a swamp almost, even though I really don't want her to be in swamp water. But you know, we'll find out what happens. Goblin core, love it. Love it. Okay, I am going to use a darker color to start getting down some of the more of the shadows. Might even go a little bit darker. I'm sure you guys are, you guys were not like waiting for me by like the YouTube notifications, but sorry I've been gone. I've just been struggling a lot with anxiety and stuff, so it's been like hard to get myself to go live. I get into like I'll get into the groove of going live, but then like when my kids are in school, but then when they're out of school, you know, I'm watching them, so I do get out of like the habit of like what I would normally do, and then I get camera shy all over again, and then I got to work my way back up to it. It's quite the process. So I'm trying to figure out how to get through that. I'll get there. The kitty is good. She's adjusting well. She's super sweet. She's still, you know, she's still getting more and more comfortable with time. So she's getting, you know, more cuddly, more trusting. She allows me to give her kisses on her head now. She'll like lay on top of me and stuff. She's getting much more comfortable. You can tell that she's still not 100% certain of everything, but overall I can tell that I'm like slowly gaining her trust. It helps that I'm home all the time, and that my room's kind of her, I call it my room because my husband does sleep here, but I work here and I'm in here all the time, so it's mine. But because I'm here all the time, you know, she's, I think, very comfortable with like knowing my patterns and like what I do and stuff. Oh, thanks. Let me real quick. Speaking of which, would you like out, Miss Ma'am? You want out? Hi. There you go, sweet pea. There you go. Yeah, it's really interesting because, like, as like a content creator, especially on TikTok more so than here. Here's more of like showcasing my artwork, but on like TikTok, I'm used to showing my face, and so I took like close to a year off from doing like active videos on TikTok, and when I came back, I was like having a hard time making eye contact with myself in a video. I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening? It was the strangest phenomena. But eventually that passed. But still, it was super bizarre. Like, just struggling to even look at myself while making a video. I didn't even realize that would be like an issue. Just floating hair. It's lovely. Acquiescence too. Head kisses are a huge gift. They are. They are. My old cat Dragon, she was very like, she would lean into him and stuff, and like just like you make a kissy sound and she'd just come running to give like a headbutt to it. She's so cute, sweet about it. So I feel honored. Little Miss Apple's coming around to it. Oh my gosh, it's so true. Us anxious girlies or anxiety girlies can make issues out of anything. It's so true. Oh, it's so true. No one overthinks like I do. Definitely we'll have to add in colors to her hair. Like there will be like green reflection and like definitely blue, but I'm going to stick with like one solid color for now. And then as I sort of get more of a sense of what the rest of the piece will look like, then I'll make those like modifications and detail changes as needed. No, don't do that line. Okay, I'm going to take this off for a second so I can just see what I'm working with. Isn't it funny how something up close can look so terrible, but from like a distance it reads? That's always been one of the most miraculous things to me. Does anybody have any like New Year's goals, resolutions, commitments, whatever you want to call them? I'm going to use this. Then I'll make details in a bit. I don't like doing like New Year's resolutions to, and like to, you know, like I just feel like I never stick to them essentially. So I more have like words of focus that I'd like to like put my energy in for the year. So like last year it was authenticity and creativity, and so like that was my focus for the year. And this year those two are still present, but I added peace. Hey, hey, don't start. So I added peace, so that way I can kind of help guide myself very simplistically and like ask myself like, is this bringing me peace, or is this disrupting my peace? You know, is this going to bring me peace in the long run, or is this going to disrupt my peace? So I think for me personally, like when I kind of simplify it to that, it makes it a lot easier for me to just live in alignment with where I want to head as a general direction. Get a new job, be more social. Ooh, I love that. I think my only solid like plan or goal is the getting my book published this year. But outside of that, like I said, I'm more going to focus just on creativity and allowing myself, because a year's a long time. Creativity takes on many different forms. There's a lot of different ways to work on authenticity, and I just don't know what that will look like in, you know, 3 months, let alone 3 weeks. So grow my YouTube channel, improve my skills. I love it. Getting practice more, managing my time. Love, love, love. That's wonderful. And again, that's just me. Like there's so many ways to do, you know, New Year's resolutions, planning for the future. I just know that when I put a very specific goal out there, it's not worked well for me. And so last year I just tried picking a word that I felt like words that I felt like were values that I wanted to live into, and that worked really well for me. I can hear the cat already. Miss ma'am. Hello. Hi. How you doing, Bubba? Yeah? Hi. Okay. So, I don't. The goal is by the end of the year. What I do know is that I think based on like the type of book I have, probably summer or fall would be the best time. Probably summer, because I think it would give me time to sort of promote it, especially like it, because it has like sort of that vampire theme. I think that would be good for fall season. So that's probably the best time to have it coming out. I also, though, know that aside from getting it published, my other sort of like writing loose goals was that I wanted to try and at least have the first draft of my second and third book written. I'm about halfway through my second book, maybe a little less, but around there. For me, my goal is to do more for myself, more time doing things that bring me joy. Love that. Love, 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 love. Absolutely. You know, writing my first book only took me 3 months. The part that took the longest was actually the editing. That's what took up the rest of the year. It wasn't the writing it part that I got done relatively quickly. Although obviously now I'm making some additions, but writing it, because I stuck to a really diligent and disciplined schedule with writing, I was able to get it done in 3 months. Okay. I already feel like her hair is too voluminous, but it's fine. It'll be fine. I feel like, okay, it's fine. So right now, I'm writing in Google Docs, and then I'm using Grammarly, and then I also have a couple of people editing it as well, like reviewing it and looking for developmental editing, line editing, as well as the just like overall grammar and spelling. You know, I thought it would take me so much longer to write a book, especially because I've been trying to write a book for like over 10 years now. But what I actually found was that like once you actually sit down and you know that you're going to write at least 15 minutes a day, if you do the word count, 3 months is actually like that, like you can get that done. If you think of like NaNoWriMo, where the goal is by the end of 30 days, you're supposed to have between like around 50,000 words for, depending on the genre, right? That's like either half of a manuscript or it's close to a full manuscript, depending on what you're writing. So like for like, I'll just real quick look it up, because now I'm like, now we're talking about it. Okay, so for like fantasy books, it's between 180,000 words and 200,000 words. Romance is between 75,000 and 100,000 words. Young adult fiction is between 50,000 and 80,000 words. So you can see how you'd be really close if like you spent a month doing like similar to like a NaNoWriMo challenge, which is 1,667 words a day. I find that too much. My goal is closer to between 500 and 1,000 words a day, which is why 3 months worked well for me. So some days I wrote just infinitely more, and some days I only met the bare minimum of 500 words. So it wasn't difficult to get to that end process in 3 months, in my opinion, personally. Right now, without me adding in the additional scenes that I plan to add in later, I'm at 122,000 words. A little over, but 122,000 words. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and especially with like, you know, like TikTok's probably gonna go away. So, let's see, let's try this one. So with that in mind, I will probably be incorporating and talking about writing a bit more on my YouTube. How much it will take up of my YouTube, I'm not sure, but my YouTube will primarily still be this, but I do want to have like a creative outlet space where I can still talk about it and engage in it. I'll probably do like at least one live a week where it's just like sprinting, like getting together and just sprinting. So right now I have this size set to around like what a hard book cover would be, and so that's about 420 pages. I suspect by the time that I'm done it'll be closer to 450, maybe 475. Let's see. I'm gonna try putting in some like cooler tones. For those of you who don't know, humans are not my forte. That's something that I'm practicing this year. So prepare to watch me stumble in real time. You guys get to see me in action sucking at this. But that's okay. I mean, that's, you know, I could choose to do this in private, but I'd rather just fail out loud. And that way we can all learn together. Let's see, I'm going to put, I think, shadow here. Make my light source back here. Always know where your light source is. That's important. So I'm going to create a light source real quick. I'm just going to use white and just put it there. No, that will not be staying. That's just so that I know. And then that way too, I can kind of understand what parts are going to be hit the hardest. So this side of her hair would be probably just glowing. That also means that these trees would get some attention, maybe here and here, but these still would be lighter. The main source will be here. It was so nice to see you as well. I hope you have a wonderful time at your in-laws. Thank you so much for stopping by. I look forward to seeing you soon. Let's see. I know it can seem like so daunting, but I promise, like, if you just keep, before you know it, like, just keep writing, stay focused on writing. Try, like, set, even if it's a small goal, like 100 words a day, right? Whatever it might be. Before you know it, you'll get there. Just stay focused on 100. Don't look at the big number, look at the small number. That is a great question. I'm thinking either teal or like yellow. Maybe orange? Orange might be fun. Right now, sitting down and getting myself to do it is the issue. Once it starts, tends to flow. Yes. When you, okay, do you struggle to sit down and do it because, so I'll just use my own example because you might not, but one of the issues that I was struggling with getting started was that I felt like I had to write on my laptop, and then I ended up finding that app that allowed me to write on my phone, and I resisted it. It did take some time to allow myself to accept it, but I used to think I had to write on my laptop, and sitting at my desk can be really like difficult for me, which I know sounds stupid, but for some reason I really resist sitting at the desk. I will work in bed all day every day if I have to. If there's a way for me to do it, I will find it. So I've even painted in bed just to avoid being at my desk, you know. I'm very committed to the avoidance of the desk, but I have to do it for filming, so. I'm going to start with maybe, I'm going to start on a different layer just in case I mess this up, because you guys know I am not good at humans, let alone Fae. I'm going to try, for now I'll try teal, I can always change it later. Okay, so I've not made an animation on Procreate before. That's actually another thing that I'm going to look into this year, like how to do, so that I can do some tutorials. I have done animation before, just not in Procreate. I will probably do the eyebrows here in this layer as well. I'm going to start with the gray base, and I'll paint on top of that, I think. Oh, I know I'm on the wrong layer. This is gonna be my least favorite part. Yes, it is. It'll be fine though. Let's see, how long have I been live? Okay. I'm gonna stay on for an hour because I've made that commitment to myself. And then after that, I'm gonna take a break. And I'm just getting base colors down, but I am going to need to utilize my reference in a little bit to actually get all the colors right. So. Really, I'm trying to figure out how to make this work. It's fine. I'll figure it out. It's fine. Because I'm on the wrong layer. Let's see. This is like the worst stage to be in, where it's like it's just ugly, you know? Let's see, I'm trying to figure out this piece real quick. There it is. It's bothering me. Ugh, I hate humans. Not real humans, just drawing them. Why aren't you drawing? What am I not understanding? That's because I'm on research. I'm going to leave the eye alone for a second. Just let it be. I'm going to go back over here. Hi, hey Kate, how you doing? watching the snow outside. Yeah, we got a little snow here, not much. It's already melting. It sounds like it's raining outside, but that's just the snow melting. It's really more like ice. The ice is melting. We were anticipating a lot more snow, but it really didn't happen. My poor kiddo woke up and he was very upset. He cried about it. I was like, I'm so sorry. I wish it had snowed for you more. Oh, this sucks. It's okay. I hate this, but that's okay. I will continue to work on it until I like it. Just probably not in one sitting. Okay. I've been live for an hour. I think it's probably a good idea if I take a break because I really am not liking this, and usually when that happens, it means it's time for me to step away and then come back with fresh eyes. I want to end on a high note, so I'm going to show you a human I have painted that I am still proud of. See, look, I painted a human successfully one time. No, not once, but this was one of them. Oh gosh. Okay. With that being said, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I like this one too. This is probably one of my favorite ones. The hand made me cry a little bit, but in the end, I think it's passable. And yeah, I will find a way to get this to that level. In the meantime, we'll just pretend that it's there. Hands are so hard. They are so brutal to paint, but I'm determined to get better at them. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and make sure you guys are taking care of yourself, and I will be back hopefully soon. Bye guys.